It's good to see everybody. Welcome. It's one of those builds, and luckily, you know what, honestly, it's been so, oops, looks like the thing's frozen. One sec. I'm not there. I'm talking, but you can't see me. It's magic. Let's fix it real quick. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Okay. Now we're back. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Saturday, our new fall schedule. This is our second Saturday now of the new schedule. We've had a stream almost every, well, we've had a stream every day for the most part since Monday. So welcome to the new schedule, and obviously things are starting to pop. I want to appreciate 316 people here already, 117 over on Twitch. Those of you who are also joining me over at youtube.com/Robeytech and twitch.tv/Newegg, welcome to the show. Today's stream, obviously it's a Saturday stream, so today's stream is sponsored by the fine folks over at CDK Deals. We're going to be running through that about halfway through the build, but if you guys want an inexpensive Windows 11 key or Windows 10 key, check them out. You can buy a whole thing for like literally 17 bucks. And then you can get Office 365 for like 20 bucks. So cdkdeals.com, you guys are going to see the links for that going up there if you want to get an early look at that. And then of course we'll run through it and show you a little bit later on in there. Anyway, guys, what's happening today? Well, for those of you who don't know, my name is Justin Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a PC build show that happens on basically on Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays. And then we have our Amazon Live show on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then we have our custom keyboards and building show on Wednesdays. So there's a lot of different content and a lot of variety, whether that's gaming, custom keyboards, tech deals, PC building. We do a bunch of different things, and I'm super glad to have so many of you guys getting to join in so many different aspects. Today, we're building a $5,000 Arctic system in the Lian o11 Dynamic. It's been a while since we've actually done this build, but this is going to be a great build to basically christen things off with. Wow, even that camera's frozen, so let's fix that. Look at all these cameras that are all being wacky. Hold on. They're all like weird. And there we go. It's just like the whole thing is being wacky today. There we go. Anyway, can you? Oh, you can't even really see there. So anyway, it's over here on the side. The o11 Dynamic is there. It's been one of those like tried and true PCs for a really long time. So it should be a lot of fun. We're also going to be using the new AL120 fans from Lian Li. So it's going to be mostly an all Lian Li build outside of the beautiful ASUS ROG STRIX RTX 3090. So yeah, we got a lot going on today. Let's talk about the giveaways, because I know that's the question that everybody has as they start to pop in here as it goes in there. First and foremost, we have a number of giveaways that are going to be happening. The first one is if we get 2 level 5 hype trains here on twitch.tv/Robeytech as part of September, then we'll end up giving away a 250 gig NVMe SSD. If we get 500 likes on the YouTube stream over at youtube.com/Robeytech, we'll also give away another 250 gig NVMe SSD. Now, over in the bottom corner over there, you'll actually see this thing that says 50. If we get to 50 subs, we give away a $50 Newegg gift card, 100 subs, $100 Newegg gift card, 150 subs, $150 Newegg gift card. Then it goes to like a 5600X, a 5800X, a 3060, a 5900, a 5950, and so on and so forth. And we've gotten all the way to like 15 or 1600 subs sometimes on a stream. So the more you sub, the better the giveaway gets as the stream goes on. Now, finally, the last thing that's always really cool is for the month of September, we're giving away an RTX 3080 to one lucky sub over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. So if you want to get in on that, all you got to use is your free Amazon Prime subscription. If you have Amazon Prime, you've got a free subscription. You can drop that right here. That gets you an entry. In fact, the person who won in July actually won off of a single Amazon Prime subscription. So yes, you do have a chance of winning. Now, if you want to get extra entries, you can do things like gift subs, like some people do. So basically gifting subs, that gets you extra entries. And then of course, also subscribing to tier 2 and tier 3, that gets you 5 extra entries and 10 extra entries respectively. Now, if you want to see all of our rules and regulations, you can check out all the TNCs over at discord.gg/Robeytech. All of our rules are there if you want to know how all of that stuff works. So those are the things that are happening today. What's going to essentially go is we're going to start this build. We'll walk through all the parts. Once we get through the first hype train, then we'll walk through all the parts. Then when we get about halfway through, which is about after we get the AIO installed, we'll take a break, go over the stream sponsorship. I got a couple things to show you guys also over on Newegg. We'll talk about deals, and then we'll get right back to the build, finish things out. Usually takes about 3.5 hours. This is gonna be a longer build, though, because it's not Corsair fans and it's Lian Li fans, there's a lot less cable manager to worry about. So, may go a bit quicker than I thought it would, but we still have to install 9 bloomin' fans. So yeah, that's all the stuff that's going on here. What flavor of ice are we drinking today? Today we are drinking black cherry. So black cherry is the ice flavor for the day as well. So we got some of that. And I also did a better, I'm gonna pull up the anti-joke, so we'll make sure we do some jokes as well. But let's kick off things by having people pop over to YouTube, hitting that thumb up button. And then also, if you guys, let's go ahead and kick off and start the first hype train. Let's get that going. Remember, all you gotta do is bits, subs, and all that stuff so we can get that done, and then we'll move on going through there. I'm glad you like it, Alfie, and appreciate it. Scorekeeper Jake 07615, thank you for the Prime sub. Abe McCrank, also thank you for the Prime subscription, as well as Stodcast. So a couple people getting in early on getting those extra entries in. We need one more thing, and then need one more, and then the hype train basically begins. What's up, Phase Trek? How are you, man? Phase Trek, yeah, I got it already. And then we got Blondie 011. I know it's been a hot minute since we've done an 011. So it's we've done a lot of 1 minute left, guys. We got one more, just bits, sub, and then we'll activate hype trains. So let's not let that go by. Literally 50 seconds left, guys, and then we'll activate this. At least it's not a 5000D though. So there we go, another follow. Just need like some bits, something. Just activate it, 40 seconds. No, we did not. Hey, Leaf Coda, Leaf Coet drops it. There we go. M Xenon getting it kicked off. We got to 6,000. So we're going to give away a single 3080 Ti, and then we'll announce that winner next week. So there we go. Thank you, Jim Bob the Dork Moon. Wow, that's quite the name. Jim Bob the Dork Moon. Thank you for your subscription. M Xenon Leet, thank you very much for your Prime subscription as well. Okay, guys. Hype train is officially active. Let's get it going. Let's kick off this crazy $5,000 build off right. I know, Evo, and you've got a build in the middle in progress downstairs. So I know you've also got to save up for the for shipping. I get that. Thank you very much for the bits. Iron Gazebo dropping a gifted sub. Thank you very much for that, buddy. And we're starting to go through there. 147 likes on YouTube already. Thanks, Robey. Thanks for letting me know that too. Which is better, Intel or AMD for gaming, Robeytech? Right now, AMD is the king because, I mean, it outperforms Intel even in single-threaded performance across the board. So the only thing that I would say is like the 11600K when you start getting into the lower-end one system. The 11600K is a pretty magical thing. But again, there's pros and cons. You get better RAM compatibility with Intel. There's just other things like applications, etc., like Premiere and some other ones that seem to do better with Intel right now. So it just depends on what else you're going to do. It's not to say Intel's a bad CPU, but if you really want the best, right now I'd say like the 5900X is like that sweet spot. Too bad they're pretty much out of stock pretty much everywhere though. Is this an airflow build for the 011? No, this is just a normal, this is using a Lian Li 011 dynamic. So yeah, no, not airflow. Hey, Fairy La Prairie. Thank you for the 1 sub and taking us to level 3, guys. Yeah, right now AMD is better overall. Though it's funny because like they've been losing, and it might just be on chip availability as to why they haven't had near the install base. Intel still continues to dominate from an install base, so I think that's just because, you know, it's a much more known brand. Hey, Jake, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Brian, I'm good. 2 gifted subs as well. Thank you very much, you guys. Taking it in there, giving it to Lojald and the Itzel. So, hey, thanks, Shorekeeper, for rotten people. 423 people. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get to the build. This is like just a little precursor part, and then we'll get right into it. And there's right there. If you're over on Twitch, you just saw the link for the build. If you guys want to check out the part, 50 PHP. I don't know what a PHP is, but thank you very much, Beat, for the 50 PHP. No, it's just an AI. It's an AIO Neo Matrix. Best budget case, Montech Air. That's the Montech Air 100. Really, really like that case. And it comes with a lot of fans right off the bat. So I appreciate that. What's up, Overdot? How are you, man? Let's keep it going, guys. 3 minutes left. It's a little slow today. It's like you guys are still waking up on your Saturday morning. Going for that. What's up, Vera Max? How are you, man? No, it's just a normal edition. Fantastic. The link for the parts is up there. We literally just did it. You guys can see the link for everything there. And also, don't forget, you can go to robeytech.com, robeytechdeals.com/stream build. It's also there, too. Right now, DDR5 is, well, is it worth waiting for? I don't know. We have to see what that means from a performance standpoint when we talk about Alder Lake and then whatever the next version of AMD is. So Ryzen 6000, I guess, to see whether it's worth it or not. Oh, 50 PHP equals $1 US. Well, still thanks for the dollar. Appreciate it. Yeah. Depends on the bill of what you're doing with it, Gad. There's a lot of questions that go from the what budget you're having. What motherboard is always like a tough thing. So hey, what's up, Padawan? How are you, man? Okay, guys, 2 minutes and 35 seconds still left. Guys, we're stuck. Let's see if we can kick it off with the hype train a little bit. Let's get it going because we want to unlock those giveaways, and those giveaways are tied to that. I'm about to get a large upgrade at our hospital tonight with our core switch. I need some sleep before I go in. That makes sense, B. Coldy. We can do it. It's going good. How are you doing, Legendary Dragon? It's good to see you. PC Guy, what's up? How are you? 6 months there, buddy. I see that. Bunch of people with those cool 1 year. It's got so many 1 year folks now. Hey, Boston dropping 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, man. 419. Guys, you guys are, whew, this is getting intense. I'm like genuinely on the day. There we go. Jim Bob the Dork Moon dropping 5 gifted subs as well. They're like, no, it's not going to fail. We're going to get it done today. We're going to kick off every Saturday. It's going to be great. I was originally planning to follow the build you did a while back. I've done a lot of builds a while back, so. Oh, I appreciate it, Scorekeeper. And you're spinning something so frequently with the intervals between 5 seconds won't help at all. If you're posted every minute, they'll literally no problem. But you're being a mod and doing that is what? Not everyone is really even reading cheat like that. Are you spamming something so frequently with the intervals being every 5 won't help at all? If you post every minute, there's literally no problem. But you are being a mod and doing that. What is he talking about, Trollkicks? Choo choo. Let's go. Yeah, of course. It's going really, really well. Hey, Alfie, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. 10 GBP. That's huge. Appreciate it, man. So thank you very much for that, man. Okay, guys, level 4. We only got one more level. It's getting intense. It's getting intense. Thank you very much, Jim Bob. And then, of course, Boston for the support as well. Yeah, oh, the first one you did in the Montech Air 100. Yeah, I like... That's I've got some other ones that I've done in some other budget builds. We got one coming out for the NX800 that we did, but I've really, which has got 200mm fans with Kyotastic is yes, I love 200mm fans. But the thing is that it's the Montech Air, just so much came with that for so little money. So I was really impressed, so. Yeah, I know, dude. Well, Rings Light, yeah. Right now the prices for GPUs is a little ridiculous, and I don't think it's going to get any better, especially with shipping now getting up from cost. So I feel like costs are going to start going up again, which is always rough. Hey, Chopper, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Guys, we're so close, 3 minutes, and we still have one more level. Yeah. Did we change? I must have changed Robeytech bot over. Hey, what's up, Wolf Knight? How are you, man? It's going good. Anything I should when building in this case? If you follow the order when we build, if you follow the order in the build that I'm going to do it in, it usually goes pretty well. Just make sure that you wait to install the bottom fan so most of your cable management's done. Also be mindful of your cable management. Even though you've got that whole area back there, it can fill up pretty quick. This is an all white build. Yes, it is Kyotastic. No, it's Rising Light. It's a ton of things. It's basically chip shortages, the basically silicon shortage, Bitcoin farming, tariff issues. Plus, we also now have shipping problems. Abe McCrank, 2 minutes, guys. We got 2 minutes left. This is gonna be the longest hype train ever. You guys are like, have it on, you guys have it on, like it's massive, like in terms of the overall hype train. GPU shortage is not good. It's still not good. The rules, we just literally there we go, on to level 5. Kyotastic, I don't know if it's getting any better, so. But it's, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think really we're gonna see better maybe mid to end of next year. Not an issue, but is not an issue, but is the camera angle off? I don't think so. Is it just be, oh, you know, honestly, this thing gets knocked around a lot, so it might just be, this is like not lined up all the way. Sometimes that happens, but I don't think the camera angle's off. It might be a little bit skewed. Let me look. Level 5, 4 minutes left, guys. It doesn't look skewed. Maybe a little bit. There you go. More in the center now. Are you going to do a PC game in the desk? Braveheart Tutor is asking. We do need to do that. It's sitting right, the desk, the Lian Lee desk is like right here. It's just empty. Hey, what's up, Mask? How are you, man? Hey, Cappy, thank you very much for the resub. Okay, guys, 3 minutes 50. This is the last bar to fill. We're almost done. We can finish it out. And then we'll start building. Who wants to trade a 3080 for my kidney? Not I. Please keep your kidney, dude. I had about a 3080 GPU in a week and a half after the 3080 became more available for around the same price. Not the best luck, but still no regret bike. Well, I would, if you have a GPU, Zemanskar, I would say yes. I would not have any regret at all. So, it's all good in the hood. What's the most underrated and overrated case in your, the most underrated case? Oh, that's hard. There's probably a lot of those. I think if I would say underrated, maybe the Corsair TD5, sorry, the Cooler Master TD500, probably the underrated, but there's some reasons for that, but it's a really great airflow case. I'd say the most overrated is the o11 for sure. It's just, it's not, there are things that are great about it, but DeBauer built it as a water cooling stuff, but Lian Lee has their airflow versions of these cases coming out, which I think will improve, but at the same time, you now don't have the tempered glass all the way around. So, I don't know. Can you do a Mac build someday? 10-minute show, Prometheum. Hey, I built a Mac. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, it's like the o11's like basically just a very popular, it's just, you have to admit, it just does a really good job of showing off your build. And I think the 5000D is starting to become as saturated as it is. I hope more people use the torrent, but the torrent is harder to build in, especially if you want to do something like AIO. The torrent is really just a great, just a great airflow build, which is great. Yeah. I don't think we should have to change your mind. It's your PC, right? Any recommendations for a Gen 4 PCI cable to vertically mount a GPU? Fairy Prairie, it's like that's just an issue right now because getting one is just there. Unless you get one that comes with like a Meshalicious or something like what we got with the NR200P, you don't know. This PC is, hey, Jim Bob the Dorkmoon is like, literally, he's like, this needs to end. Boston's dropping it too. You guys are the goats. Let me tell you, you guys are goats. They are, player of the game, Pog right there, Boston and Jim Bob. Thank you very much, you guys. You guys made it happen. Okay, I'm done with that. This was like the slowest hype train I think we've ever had. So anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you for your support, and that takes us to 150%. This is Riley's. It's a commission build. I don't know who. He never responded who actually got this. Okay, let's talk about parts that are going into this though, because we got some really great parts. Okay, at the core of this, yeah, it was a 20-minute hype train, no kidding. At the core of this, we're using the Ryzen 9 5900X. This is obviously, I mean, it needs no introduction. You guys have seen this a ton on the show. 12-core, 24-thread, probably the best CPU on the CPU in terms of purchasing performance for dollar. You know, it's like the 5950X, even though it was like $729 just the other day, this is just such a really great CPU. So 12-core, 24-thread, absolutely great CPU. For the motherboard, making its Robeytech debut, we've got the AIO, the Gigabyte AIO X570 S, their AIO G. This one we haven't, again, new one for us, never built with it. This is the latest X570 from Gigabyte, so I'm pretty excited to get to use this. There's some really cool colors in this. I like the Gigabyte. So I've used it for Z590 builds and stuff like that. It's actually inside of my Cortana build, inside of my Cortana one. But I love the way this looks. FaceTech, thank you very much for the gifted sub, man. So really excited and continuing with our white theme. For cooling our 5900X, we're using, and I don't think we've actually ever used this on the show. This is the Lian Galahad 360 AIO. Really awesome, really awesome AIO. Overall, like, it's just like, I know a lot of people like it. It's got a lot of compatibility. We are going to not be using the high static. We're not going to be using the fans that are included with this, though we could. Actually, we might, because they're high static pressure. We'll have to see how they look. But speaking of that, so there's our AIO. For fans, we're using these the brand new Lian AL120 uni fans. So those are 120s. Okay, just making sure. These are the new AL120 uni fans. They have two versions, the SL120s and the AL120s. These have RGB throughout. While the SL120s will actually perform better, they don't have RGB in the center. So these are the latest fans from Lian, and overall, I'm excited to see how this looks, because I haven't done a build with some of these components. So I'm excited to see how the whole thing turns out. For our RAM, look what we're using. This is not just Trident Royal Z, this is Trident Royal Elite. So we're using 32 gigs of Trident Royal Elite RAM. So again, lots of bling in here. So overall, should look really nice. Excited to basically crack one of these open. We haven't used this on the show either. So lots of some new firsts here. For storage, we've got two 1 terabyte SN750s. So we've got two 1 terabyte SN750s, one for OS, the other one for games. So there's your storage. Obviously for our GPU awesomeness, we're using the Lian, the SL120, the Lian Streamer Pluses. So we've got the triple pin kit for the GPU, and then the 24 pin kit for the CPU. For our power supply, because we're using a 3090, we're using the EVGA Supernova 1000G Plus, which is a great PSU. And then finally, the coup de grace, the end all be all, like pretty much one of the biggest unicorns, because A, it's expensive, and also it's hard to get, the ROG Strix RTX 3090 White Edition. That also comes with that really cool ring, which I think I actually have one of them. Comes with, I think I have one of them in, yeah, here it is. This is the ring it comes with right here. So here is the actual ring, and all of this is going inside of the Lian o11 dynamic. Whoa, here it is. So this is the ring it comes with. Check this out. So you can put this, it's like a Super Bowl ring. There it is right there. So there's your, see if it'll focus. There it is. There's your ring, your ROG Strix ring that you get if you buy the white, the GPU. Yeah, it comes with the ring. We'll open it. You'll see that when we open it up a little bit later. So we've already benchmarked this build. So we essentially have a benchmark of this build. I'll see if I can find it, a 5900X and a 3090, but I can pull the benchmarks of how this is going to perform. We've already benchmarked this system essentially. So yeah, it turned your finger green. That's awesome. So that doesn't surprise me that it does that. So that is the build that we are building today, which should be good. It should come out looking awesome. And then I will tell you when we turn it on. I'll look in our sheet. I've got our sheet, and then I can pull it up from our sheet, and I'll let you guys know how it actually performs. So, because like I said, we've benchmarked so many of these. The only thing that we don't know is what the thermals are going to be like for this. I mean, we've done thermals in this case, but I don't know what the thermals are going to be like for this particular configuration. So that'd be the only thing I wouldn't be able to tell you. Okay, I can keep this out and this out. I don't need this right now. And we put this away. Okay. let us get going. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's funny because Blondie says solid. I think this is a little bit of an overkill build for sure. So. Okay. Oh, that black cherry is good. Let's go to top down. Top down. Let's get this started. Oh, there it is. There is that new white crisp board. Like I said, we never got to use this before, so this is a new board. It's making a debut for us. Yeah, it's definitely ice, Arctic ice for sure. I should have done, maybe I should have done the white, the Arctic, should have done the lemon lime flavored ice as well. Okay, there's our two. There's three, but I only need two. Check it out. I don't know if I didn't know if I show you this, which I just realized just now. But even the, oh, never mind. It's not. I thought, oh no, it is. It's white and black. So even the Wi-Fi antennas matches it. That's kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Let's pull this puppy out. Do they have a blue? I don't think so. I haven't looked though. Yeah, I love the P600S or the P500A, Burks, if you want to do that. Yeah, but yes, the P600S, especially if you use some really good, like some white ML fans or QL fans, is really, really quiet. Ugh. Okay, let's zoom in. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Oh, that is a good looking case. That's a good looking build right there. Motherboard, I have to say. There we go. Okay, so let's peel. Ooh, nice. Got lots of peels here. Ooh. What am I looking for here? There we go. Come on, baby. Look at that. Hey, by the way, guys, creativity starts right here. That's what it says. Creativity starts right here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like, yeah, I agree, Titsuo. We've had a lot of, like, it does look really good. We've had a lot of issues, more with Aorus, not necessarily, ooh, look at that. That looks really good too. That is a pretty looking board. Pretty frosty. And they have a B550 version of this as well, a Vision board, so if you don't want to get like the X570, you can get the B550. Okay, I think that's all the peels. I think that little bit of blue, especially if you do like blue, just a hint of blue in your, if you do like just a hint of blue in your build, would also look really good. Okay. I think there's one, is there? Remove before plugging in power. There's supposed to be a way to take that out. So, I think it's like a clip I want to see. There's another one back here. Looks like it clips up, maybe. There, yeah. So you remove that. Okay. So you got to remove that to basically to put in your EPS. So that's what I was making sure. Okay, cool. So let's get this started in terms of getting the build done. There we go. Hey. Dead Braun Nervid, thank you very much for that. I actually like the light blue with the white builds. It's the black under the parts that should cover that. Yeah, I know it, but the thing is if you put the right components, most of this, the black will actually be hidden. Okay, so let's open our CPU. Yeah, it is a cool looking board. And like I said, you can get a version of this board for Intel. You can also get a B550 and also, and then this is the X570 version, obviously. because that's what we're building with. Okay, here we go. It's all good, Khalid. You can. Khalid, you're allowed to. There it is right there. And it is in. And we just close that down like that. Okay, let's grab our click meter. But before we do that, we have a little bit of pomp and circumstance here because we haven't opened this. So you guys think the motherboard's cool. Wait till we open this bad boy. These things, here we go. The difference is obviously X570, the entire motherboard is, so here it is, look at that. The entire motherboard is PCIe Gen 4 versus on B550, it's only the top slot and the top M.2. There it is right there, yeah. Royal G-Skill Trident Royal Z Elite. We're gonna test our sound here. Now this has got lots of peels as well. So I'm gonna stop the music and get to just the sound of the clicks. Okay, we're gonna zoom out a little here. Okay, here we go. Quiet on the set. Turn on our decibel meter. Okay, here we go. First one. There's peels all over this stuff, right? So here you guys, ready? We get a little bit of love here. Look at that peel. That is shiny RAM. Like shiny. There one more, there should be another. There, no, is there? Maybe it's just on the one side. Yeah, there's only one on one side. Okay, here we go. First one. There you go, first click. You guys ready? Oh, wow. That was loud. That was, oh man, that was loud. That was loud and it was man. That was a nice click. That was a nice click. Okay, here we go. Next one. Get our peel off here. There's that one. Surprised the other side does not have. Oh, it does. Okay, this one does. Okay. Both sides. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? $96 on that one too. Woo! And that's sharp too. That is sharp too. Oh man. Okay. My heart is beating fast right now. Yeah, you get the click you pay for. Okay, next one. That is some shiny RAM, guys. Look at that. Whoa, whoa. Like, just look at that. Like, looks so pretty. Oh, that was kind of weak sauce. That was kind of weak sauce. Okay. Okay, one more. Kind of the weak click. Yeah, I'm going to check it one more time. Okay, last one. Ooh, that was also a very good click. So good quality clicks. I am going to check this one because every other one had two. Oh, no, it was there. It was there. It's hidden. Okay. So we get one, you get an extra click today. $97. So that's the highest click that we've had so far. That was a sweet click. 97. There it is. 97. That was a good click. All things come in good. Yeah, all good things come in fives, apparently. Okay, there we go. 97. Let's get our music back on. Thank you for enjoying us, and I hope you guys like this session of clicks. That was quality clicks. Okay. You know, I need to, when I have the second mic, I forgot to take it out today. I have it out, but I forgot to actually use it. Ooh, got a couple peels here I forgot. Got this peel. Ooh. A couple more peels here. We'll get the other ones, I think, when we take off the M.2s. Okay, let's grab our M.2s now. Yeah, that was a super clean click. It actually hurt my finger. It was like it's just because of the RAM has a tendency to be very sharp. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Wolf Knight. Okay. Ooh, we got that one in the box. Next one. Oh, I already opened it. Robey, pay attention. Robey, pay attention. Okay, two WD Black SN750s. Oh, I didn't make it. No Kobe on that one. Okay. Got that. Let's take a drink of the ice. Keeping myself hydrated. Oh, this is an ATX board lamppost. Okay, let's grab our little screw here from the iFixit kit. Suffer for beauty. That's right. I'm going to suffer for beauty. Actually, we want to do the first one here. Ooh, that's just got one. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and take these these ones at the bottom here because there's a little bit of plastic. Feels like this whole thing comes off. Let go of the screw. Hey, I just realized this is an X570 board, but it doesn't have an active cooler. I don't see a fan. No, yeah, there's no active chipset fan. Okay, I'm gonna also take this one off because there's just plastic in the thing. Does anybody else know of an X570 that doesn't have an active chipset fan? This one just looks like it has a heat sink. Oh, there's your Wi-Fi card under there. Okay, we got this peel right here. There we go. Got all the plastic out. Okay, let's put this back on. Creativity starts right there. Okay, there's that. Now we need to do is take the peels here. There's that one. Oh, X570S does not have a fan. Oh, cool. Oh, is this an X570S board? Oh, okay. Thank you for the info. I guess I haven't used one of these before. Oh, I should have opened the second one while I was at it here. There we go. Okay. There's our two small M.2 screws. Grab this one. And top peel here. We got double the pleasure here on this one. Screw that down. It's like really loose. Oh, I didn't get that in, that's why. I was like, that doesn't seem right. There we go, that seems better. There we go, that's how it's supposed to feel. That's what it's supposed to be like. Okay, next up, another M.2, our second one. And pop this bad boy down. There's 2 terabytes of storage, and we're going to peel the top one. Yep. Making sure I got this right. Okay. M.2s are installed. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, they sponsor one show a week. So yeah. Well, because I've got another NVMe up there. I might as well. I mean, like, again, as you basically go down, I guess it doesn't really make a ton of difference, but all in all, like, it starts, like, each one of these, how you split PCI lanes, all that sort of stuff. Not that we're going to worry about maxing these, but again, you always want to, like, you want to start from the top and move down, because the board does things based on where you install things. So, and that's for when you put in M.2s. Okay, so that is done. What we're going to do is we're just going to literally look at the Galahad mounting mechanism, because we might have to prep this depending on how you mount your AIO. We're going to pop this open. Yes, it is Pocket Drummer. This is going to be awesome. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I'm looking for in here is, so it looks like it uses the, looks like a tier 4 mounts. What kind of mounts do you use? Okay, I'm gonna have to look. This looks like you actually build it more traditional style. Oh, well, I see latches though, so let's find our book here. I always like to check, because you always want to make sure for each one of these. Looks like this just uses the standard mounts. So this is just going to use the standard mounts, which are right here. So I don't need any of this other wacky stuff. Okay, so I don't have, the board is actually prepped then. I don't have to do anything else, because the board, the AIO actually just uses the clips. It's like Cooler Master and Corsair, in terms of it just uses the standard AM4 clips, which is nice. Okay, so just put all this stuff over on the side. Doesn't use thermal paste, we'll use our thermal paste. And there we go. Okay, so now we can prep our case and start getting our build into the case, because the motherboard's done. I don't mind the clips. I've gotten used to them way, Jim Bob. It's like I've done enough of them that I actually don't mind them. It's a little bit less work on the board side without having to use them, which is nice. Makes the build a little less complicated. Because sometimes putting the whole, like the back, like if you have to do like the thing in the back and all that sort of stuff, you're just like, okay, there's like 50,000 steps to this, but. Okay, so this is our Lian o11. I know you've seen it like a million times. Just gonna get it stripped. So it just slides apart. Pretty easy in terms of in that regard. It's kind of went down there. There we go. There's our back panel. Okay, now for the front. The other front. Okay. Then we also have our couple of dust filters I'll remove. And then because we're using fans, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these from the bottom. We're gonna remove the little trays, because we're gonna be putting 9 fans in here. There we go. Okay, don't need that. Leave that for later. And then lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and grab, well, let's go ahead and take this off, top down. So we have, this is just to cover the, there we go. Put that a little bit here. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that just pops out just like that. Okay, and then lastly, get our extra stuff out. It's all of our supplies we need for building. Okay. And we're gonna keep that alone, leave that alone, just put this back on, and we're basically good to go. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, just because it's fun, is we're going to install our 3 fans right here. We're gonna be top mounting our AIO, and then we're gonna be doing, once we basically install our 3 fans on the side here, then we'll basically install our motherboard after that. But this 3 is just like a nice kind of like in between, so you don't end up doing fans like all throughout. It kind of breaks up the fan build. So put this off down here. I can show you the cool thing about these fans, because it never gets old, these fans. Just putting them together, they're just really easy to kind of manage. And we should only need one box, which is going to be, I mean, one control box, which is going to make this a whole lot easier than if we were using like Corsair. Okay, so we just need one of those out of this. This is book. There's our 3 fans and our controller. Yeah, I know Prometheum. We know about. I'm hoping that when we replace the I need one of these weekends. I need to just sit down and upgrade to our Elgato, our new Camlink Pro, and then I'm hoping that'll go away. Yeah, about the mic audio cutout. Yeah, we have a new system we need to implement, which hopefully will fix that drop. So. Oh, really? That's weird, STRIX. I've never had that problem before. Okay, here's all the extra stuff. Luckily, we only need one of these, which is nice. We're doing 9 fans because it looks better. I mean, it does help with some audio, especially on your GPU, because you have fans going into the GPU. So we're going to do intake at the bottom, intake on the side with exhaust out the top. Yes, intake on the bottom, intake on the top, intake on the bottom, intake on the side with exhaust on the top, which means that you're getting fresh air directly into which makes it more intake than exhaust, which means you have a more positive pressure situation inside the case. The GPU is getting a lot of air from the bottom fans, and then you are getting hot air out of the top, and the hot air is being pulled up, which means air is coming through the case entirely. So okay, so let me show you these real quick. I'm going to top down. The way these basically work, 3060 Ti Trio or 3060 OC ROG STRIX 12 gig. I think the STRIX is better because the software for that particular build, that particular GPU is better. Hey guys, we're 10 away from hitting that $50 Newegg gift card. Let's see if can we just get those last 10, and then we'll be on our way towards the next one. We're only 10 away. I don't know if anybody is willing. 320. There's 867 people here right now, so you can pop it over. Remember, guys, we have an RTX 3080 up for grabs for the month of September. If you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, pop on over. Use your free Prime subscription over at Twitch, and you're entered to win that GPU. Now, you can get extra entries by doing stuff like gifting subs, and then you also get extra entries by Tier 2, subscribing to Tier 2, that gets you 5, and Tier 3 gets you 10. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is all you got to do for these. You just basically put them in like this. Ooh, these are a bit thicker than the other ones. They just slide together, just like that, and then you've basically hooked these fans together, see? There it is. And then see, and now you've got the fans are basically put together. Thank you for a snack mistake. Yeah, these things are super cool. I love these fans. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and there's just a single connection, just goes like that, and then you plug it in like this, and then the whole thing is basically connected. There it is. Now, your fans are all good to go, and you're ready to go. Okay, so now let's grab our case. Go to the side view. And then what we do is you take this, throw it in the side like that. Grab our wow stick, of course. Yeah, I love these fans. They're just nice to work with. Hey, Anthony, there we are, guys. 6 away from unlocking that $50 Newegg gift card at least. We're super close, guys. And then remember, anything that you donate gets you extra entries towards winning that GPU. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it's definitely an RGB build for sure. Thank you very much to WCT Patorum, White Solar Boot, Anthony Yarmy 15E, and Tontot the Third, all subscribing with Prime. Welcome and congratulate. Welcome to the family. Intake on the side, yes. Intake on the side, intake on the bottom, exhaust out the top. So it'll be a positive pressure configuration. We've tested this. If you guys want to see the thermals, you can check our build. We actually have a whole video on that we did on this. Ooh. Bring that down a little bit. Got to get them lined up. There we go. Now the fans are in. If I was going to put the AIO here, I'd probably have the AIO and do exhaust out of the side. But again, there is some limitations with the perforation in the back and the distance between. So the best place to do exhaust is out of the top or out of the bottom. Bottom is obviously probably the worst, just because, I mean, you could do, I think we could make it more negative pressure, which means you'd have intake out of the side. But again, you want to have air blowing directly into the GPU. Like that helps cooling a lot. So having intake at the bottom and intake on the side is best for GPU temperatures, because you're getting airflow directly into the GPU. And also blowing it like CPU temps, you just want to make sure it's still making sure there's lots of fresh air for the AIO at the top to get air. Okay, let's finish this. Ooh, these work really well with the WoW stick. There we go. Check the fans. You're right, these are all exhaust. Crap. Yes, these are exhaust. Shoot, yeah. Now I want intake, sorry, I'm gonna do intake on the bottom, exhaust out of the, yeah. Shoot. Yes, you're right. These are exhaust. Yeah, they're exhaust. You're right. These are exhaust. And that's crap. I want exhaust out of the top, and I want exhaust out of the bottom. I want intake out of the intake on the bottom. I didn't want exhaust. I usually do intake out of the side, and that makes it a So I'm gonna do. I don't like it the other way though. It looks like crap. Okay. You're right. Add these backwards. I want intake. Because I want more air. Let me see. Hold on one sec. Let me check my dynamic numbers. One sec. Because we did it how I did it when I did this. I want to do it the same as when we did our testing. Nope, not that one. Okay, so yeah, we did, okay, so for the ones that we did in our CPU temps, so the CPU temps when this one were, bring up the Excel sheet. If I do it this way, I'm trying to see which ones we did. Okay, so our CPU temps, where is it? There it is. Okay, CPU temps, if we do intake, we do exhaust at the side and exhaust on the side and exhaust on the top. CPU temps under load. CPU temps under load will be 82 degrees with GPU temps being in the 60s. Okay, so I can keep it this way. So our temps are going to be fine. I have the temps up right there. So if I keep it this way, it's fine. We're going to basically, this will be, the CPU will basically at if we get to max, is in the 80s. And that's if you run AIO. So I can do exhaust, and then intake on the bottom. And I have the temps right here. And that was with a 5900X and a 3090. It's the GPU temps I care the most about, right? Which are in the 60s under load. So we're gonna do exhaust, and then intake. So intake is gonna blow air up, and then it'll get blown out of the side, and it'll also get blown into the, you know what? No, I don't want to do it, because I'll do it the other way. I can get a 4-degree difference if I do it the other way. Yeah, we're gonna do a 4-degree. We're gonna do intake out of the side too. It's a 4, almost 5-degree difference. And the fans on the back don't look that bad. Yeah, they do. So I mean, this won't be as bad. And again, if I want to do temp, I want to do intake. So we'll switch it around. It's an easy fix. Because again, we want more air for the top to pull through. So this is going to be the best way to do it. There we go. This is why I have data, though. So luckily, they made it better. There we go. There we go. Okay, there, now it's correct. How did you, somebody said they put a fan in the rear for exhaust. How did you mount a fan in the rear? There's no fan mount for that. There we go. I mean, I could have done it, and it, like, again, the temperatures were manageable the other way. Like, they were more than manageable, but I don't know what he wants to do with the build, so I want to give him the best chance in terms of if he decides he wants to overclock it or anything like that. This will give it the best chance for success. So. Yeah, that's, you can't put a rear fan on this, no. The airflow in this case doesn't work like that anyway. Okay, there we go. So fans are in. The good thing is it doesn't look as bad as it would if like we were using the SL120s. But yeah, now we got those in intake now. So those are good. Go to top down. How many LL500s? Isn't that like the 27-inch one? I mean, yeah, that's like, it'll take like one. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Ugh. It's gonna look good in here. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. Guys, we're 5 away from that last, from getting to the $50 gift card. Let's see if we can get at least the 50. Oh, 80 millimeter? Yeah, I guess you could stick an 80 millimeter fan in there. You just don't need to. There's no need for it. There literally is like, so as somebody who has literally like 4 different configurations, I don't know what an exhaust fan would do. Juggalo Jimmy, thank you very much for the 5 subs. And there it is, takes us to 50. You're awesome, Juggalo. Ugh. There we go, got that peel done. Let's update to go start and moving towards a $100 gift card. There we go. Next goal is up. Let's keep it going, guys. So you're saying the XL's different? Well, again, I don't know, man. I don't know if how much did it help your temps? Because again, it also depends on what your setup is. Like if you're doing an AIO, all of your CPU temps are pretty much determined by how much air you get to your AIO. So adding exhaust for that would actually cause a cross breeze, which means that you would be losing air that would go to your AIO. Because again, your GPU is taking most of this and taking it out. So you're gonna pull some across. Yeah, that might work. We can test it. I'm just thinking through it. Not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, as I think through it, like we haven't actually tested with an 80 millimeter because obviously there's not one to, the XL has more space. So yes. We've used it before. Just polychrome is a bit of a little bit garbage, but the actual motherboard's fine. Yeah. These are not these are AL120, so that's how they come. There's no alternate stickers. These are AL120s, not SL120s. They're different fans. This is a 5900X. Where's my there? No, there it is. And just so you guys know, when we run our testing, we use AIDA64 for 1 hour. It does a soak test. So essentially, we soak it in an ambient temperature, room temp of like 25. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into when we do our temp tests. Because a lot of people be like, oh yeah, my thing went lower. And there's a lot of things that you can do as variables that make it look like it may have gone lower, but it actually isn't. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that that's not true. I'm just saying a lot of times when we go stuff, it's like we like to use the scientific method to verify that the changes are actually doing what they're supposed to do. Why did we choose this motherboard? All in all, we chose it because it's one of the few X570 white motherboards. If you want, the other thing I really like about this motherboard is that you actually have the option of adding additional. It supports 3 M.2 NVMe SSDs. The RGB is fine for it, right? Because we're gonna have most of the RGB stuff coming from the other place, and then the other part was aesthetics. It also has, I mean, it's got lots of. It's just a pretty board, right? And at the same time, it's got some pretty cool features in terms of some of the things. I am gonna have to. Let's realize I am gonna have to buy and order one of those USB 3.2 things and hook that up post this, so I'm gonna order one of those, because this, the way the USB 3.2 is, won't work with the other fan. So that's one thing I am gonna have to get. I just realized I don't have for the build right now. Okay, just getting this installed. I think we got two. I think there's a screw under here. I might have to pull this. I know there's also a screw up here. I have to remove this little device though. Here we go. I have not, but there are radiators, like for instance, I just saw like the Oris one that they did that can have that problem. Like they have standoffs to keep that from happening. A lot of them now, they don't have the, like a lot of AIOs now what they do is they don't have the heat pipes right up against the edge, so that shouldn't be a problem, but I have not done that, no. But I know that people have punctured the radiator by doing that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna check to make sure that I don't know if this is I didn't remember if this is a peg or if it was a screw, so I just wanna make sure. It's a screw. This is why we look. Just read your instructions. It'll tell you in terms of if you have to worry about that particular issue. Just here's the thing, is like some people say like don't read the instructions because it's a weakness. No, it's not. Just making sure you don't screw up your freaking very expensive PC that you're building. I have no problem if it's something I've never built before or haven't used. I have no issue whatsoever of looking at the instructions to make sure I'm going to do it right. Even if I've built like 200 systems in this year alone, right? I still want to make sure that I'm not going to mess up somebody's build just because I want to be cocky and I don't want to show like I don't know, like I want to show I know what I'm doing. I know I don't know everything. There's too much stuff to know everything. Yeah. There's 3 M.2 slots. There's 2 here and then a single at the top. Okay, so we're gonna keep this off to the side. Next up, guys, so I'm actually gonna go ahead, like again, you're not gonna see me hook up the USB 3.2. I'm gonna order there's a cable that you can get that allows me to bend this under because the fans are gonna block this. So I'm gonna hook everything else up right now that I have, and then worry about that other part later. So, and then we'll hit our front, and then after that we'll work on our AIO. Hey, congratulations, Juggalo. That's awesome. What's your favorite build? I really like the Robeytech build we just did. I love the McLaren one that we also did. We did a Cougar Conquer case with the McLaren. We did for McLaren. That was a lot of fun. So I like my more custom builds. Those have been some of my favorite. I also really like that water-cooled NR200P build we did not that long ago. That was pictures up on Instagram just recently for that one. M.2s are incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. Way faster than anything you're gonna get from a SATA. So yes, I would definitely suggest doing that. You're going to notice a pretty big difference. Okay, so this is gonna be 4 for now. Just hooking this up so I can hook up everything else. Okay, there we go. This is our USB. Okay, so USB is gonna go out here. There we go. Actually, we may want it, we're probably gonna want it to go out here. We'll hide it along the bottom. I'm trying to keep things away from, because we have a really big PSU going into this. So this is not gonna go in for now. Front panel audio, front panel connectors. HD audio. Then we have our USB-C, which I think is right on the edge. It's gonna go right here. Okay, and then that's that. And then for now, what I'm gonna do, just to keep things normal here, grab one of these. This is just to basically keep this stuff from flapping around as I flip the case back and forth. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here's our USB-C. Go right there. I like the way that looks. That's very nice. I like that the, okay, we're gonna take our, down here at the bottom, front panel connections. I'll deal with those here in a second. I'm gonna separate this out a little bit. There we go. USB, right here. And HD audio all the way down here. Most of this will be hidden by the fans that are at the bottom anyway. Okay, front panel connectors. We got power switch, LED, hard drive. Okay, so hard drive goes in the far left. Power switch above it. And we got power plus and minus. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Hey, Robey, have you done a video about your personal PC that you use, specs, and build? Just wondering. I haven't, because I think at some point in time, I think probably with this generation, we'll upgrade it. I mean, the ones that I have now are, I mean, I know it's kind of sad, but the ones that I have now are 11900Ks. So they're this generation, but I just haven't done a video about them. I do need to do a video about my whole setup, so that's on my list. Yeah, I know, Gryhon-Hawk. It's one of the things I really like about the Cooler Master NR200P and the H510 Elite is that both of those have like just a single easy to plug in connector. Okay, so I have a couple things I need to wire into this Lian Lee box. Get those hooked up real quick. So, not that, our fan and RGB thing. This is our fan and RGB header. This goes here. There we go. And we also have, I'll just leave it kind of twisted for now. Our power. There it is. Okay. There we go. Our box is all hooked up. Let's run these down as well. And the main reason I like to run this stuff now is it lets me know how far up the box is going to be able to go, etc. We start our cable management journey here in just a few. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is going to go down here. Like that. There we go. And then we've got our system fan. Okay, pull this through. Ugh. Okay, the last thing I want to do before we move on to building the AIO is we're going to see what's inside, grab the streamer for the Lian Li. So again, just getting that box put in the back already. Anything that needs to get hooked up for it is hooked up. Again, obviously, the more RGB you have, the more you have to worry about all of this extra stuff. So, which can be fun or whatever, however you want to think of it. I think this is so I can split it, but that's really, yeah. Now, one thing I don't do is I don't actually control the streamers. That's RGB, that's power. So I wanted to do more RGB. I don't actually control the streamers off of the RGB header. I use the controller just because they do not seem to work very well with the, and you get more lighting options that way. And they just seem to work better with the versus what's in the versus if you use the header. The headers just, they're too finicky for the streamers, I've noticed. So I just use the buttons because you can change all the color. You can get almost any color you want, and at the same time, there's just better lighting options. So, I mean, honestly, like Lian Li's, I wish Lian Li's software was better. Like if Lian Li could do what Corsair did for their RGB software, it would be so good. Okay, what I'm gonna do right quick, and then we'll go to opening, putting our, what we'll do after this is we'll start putting our AIO together, but I'm going to go ahead and just cable manage the bottom portion because there's nothing else to kind of plug in. And most of the stuff will be hidden by the fans anyway. Okay, cool. Okay, so front panels are basically connected. We've got these just kind of so they stay straight and connected and nice, which is what I want. Okay. Okay. So now we can build our AIO. Ugh. There we go. Okay, let's grab our AIO and get started with that. Okay, so we're not going to use these. There we go. Okay. Okay. Get put away. Can you do a Lian Li Q58 build? I don't even know what that. I don't even know what that case is. Yeah, good call out in NHX. I do need to do that. You're right, I did say I was going to do that and I haven't done it yet. We've been really busy with just Intel Gamer Days and stuff like that. I know that's no excuse, but it really has slowed some of that stuff down. Okay, so let's get this is our 360 millimeter AIO. I'm going to be using, it's going to be top mounted. Let's grab our fans. for this. Do not need that. Well, we'll have to. I need to go look at it, but yeah, I guess I'm drawing a blank on what it looks like. Let me see. It's called the Lian Q58. Oh, the little. Oh, you're talking about it's an SFF build. Oh, this just came out. Oh, wow, I didn't get one. Oh, no, it didn't. It came out a while ago. I'll write Lian and ask him to send me one. Okay. Yeah, I'll have him send me one. Yeah, it's a brand new case. That's why I haven't heard of it. I'll email them right after this and have them send me one. They owe me Air, like o11 Mini and some other stuff too. So. It depends on the cooler. I wonder, again, it's like we'd have to look at the airflow. I mean, honestly, like we have that height, the new height case, which is bigger than this. The NR200P Max is actually what we tested yesterday is pretty good, especially, and we'll see what that 280 millimeter AIO comes with. But yeah, no, I'll have to ping them and find out what the heck happened with it. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go right there. So this is gonna go, let me see, we're gonna get this connected. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I want this to go on this side like that, which means the fans have got to go like this. Whoa, almost dropped that. There we go. Okay, let's grab our connections and all the stuff that we need for this. Snizzers! There they are. There we go. Get the corners in is all I got to do first. There we go. There's that one. One more corner. Okay, so now those are in. Now I can just quickly put the other ones in. The one thing that's nice about these fans, really makes it easy to put all this stuff together, is they just hold their place once you get the first two fans in. Oh, one more. Wow stick. Wow stick. Wow stick. Love the wow stick. There we go. Do it, wow stick. Do it. Okay, wow stick's got it all installed. We're good to go. That's for the top mount part. Okay. Does it have any other stuff that I need to mount or? Okay, nothing crazy there. Got a fan splitter, SATA power. Trying to figure out how this has got an RGB thing. I wonder if this will plug into the fourth slot on that Lian Li thing and work. Because I don't see something that like, oh, here it is right here. Because it's a standard connection. There's another fan splitter. And this is so you can daisy chain RGB together. I'm curious if I plug it into that fourth connection, if it'll work though. I bet you it does, because that's kind of what they do. Okay, cool. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. Yeah, you just plug it into the AL connection. Okay, cool. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, side view. Here it is. I'll have to switch the. Oh, shoot. Wait. Oh, I did it the wrong way. I was going to do it this way because I don't want this to go across the fans this time. But I'm curious. Yeah, that should be fine. It's not going to get too low. I want to see what the drag is. I might have put these in backwards, guys. These fans. Because I actually normally do it the other way, but I'm going to see how the hose works on this one. I'm going to see what the hose looks like on this one. It's a hefty board. Because again, the one thing is about this case is like, then you're blocking all the RGB from the fans as well. And this way I don't block as much RGB. So I'm gonna see what this looks like. There we go. Okay, cool. So again, that is gonna, yeah, that's gonna be nice and low, which I think is gonna be better in this case. You are gonna get some blockage from the, but again, you're not blocking this, and you're not blocking the, does this rotate? No. And again, I'll just have the little bit of RGB there, so I think that'll actually look better. You can have it down a little bit lower, because I don't want to block. I'm going to try not to block these this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish mounting this. The lid does rotate. Oh, it does, okay. I could do, I think doing that is going to be better off of the side. So what do you guys think? Like this? And of course, we'll make sure the Lian leads the right direction. There's no rear fan, no. In this case. Okay, so yes, let's do that. Let's finish mounting. Let's go to top down. Finish mounting our AIO, our top stuff, because we have, I think that's gonna look good. Get it mounted real quick so we don't have anything flying around. One thing that's nice about this particular AIO as well is that the fan screws are flat, which means the dust filter won't pop up, but you'll make the top going on really easily too. There we go. Okay, here we go. That is mounted. Now, here we go. Okay. Putting this out of the way for now. I'm going to go ahead and take this, put it right here. I do have another RGB header at the top, so I can use that for this. Let's grab that, which is right. Oh, I don't want to. I'm going to use the, never mind, I'm going to use the connector. Why am I doing that? Keep forgetting I don't need to. Okay, cool. Let us grab our adapter though. What do I do with that? There it is, okay. There's our adapter. This way. There we go. Now what I need is the other screws that are there. Goes in there. Okay, that's it. The rest of this is all for Intel. Really? Why you gotta be a jerk? There we go. Okay. Okay, woohoo! It's going, it's going. Okay, let's get this installed now. Leave it loose. Okay. Same with the other side. And we are there. Okay, and we're going to be using, I think I want it outside, not. It's like that, yeah. Look at the book here in a second just to verify. I think it goes like this. I know I don't have thermal paste on, I'm just verifying that the fit is right. No, it's got to be the other way. Just gonna look at the book. No, it is out. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's get some thermal paste on this bad boy real quick. Thermal paste. We're gonna use Arctic for the Arctic build. There we go. And now, spread it out, cover the entire HS. Go. And once we get it all across, buttons are kind of a pain. There we go. There we go. Okay. Little light on the other side. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Now it's even and thin. Okay. Now, let us get this on. The clip on that is. There we go. Okay, clips are on. There we go. Okay, AIO is installed. Okay, let's get that pushed in. Okay. It's all okay, Jay. What's up, man? It's good to see you. Welcome to the show. You haven't missed that much. I'm sorry, it's a long day. Okay. Thanks for coming in and joining. Okay, we got that. Then we'll put the EPS that'll block that in. I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up. Take this off. There it is. There we go. Now, let's grab our white. Oh no, never mind. We don't have. We have black for that, for this one. That's right. There it is. And that's gonna go like this. Yeah, it's definitely a new look for sure. I agree. Making our way through this build pretty successfully. Been pretty good so far. Okay. The question is, I may not be able to do that. Okay, let me grab this thing. Okay, that takes care of those wires. That one goes in like that. Okay, cool. So that's all in. That's hooked up. Flip this over real quick. That goes right there. Okay, I'm gonna grab this, which we're gonna put into 3. Okay, so that takes care of that. Make sure I haven't tightened that to the point where it looks good. Okay, that's where I want it. Okay, and then we take this. And zip tie this down. Just to keep this tight. And clean. Okay, there we go. Make sure that looks good. It does. Okay, cool. Single black wire. Everything else looks nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's now connected. We actually don't have a lot more to do for this build. I mean, I know we have streamers and stuff like that, but those aren't actually that bad. We'll probably get those done here in a few minutes. We continue to hold this stuff together. Oh, I forgot to hook these up. Hey, Vera Max, thank you very much, man, for the 15 gifted subs, as well as 20 Clueless Klutz also subscribing with Prime. You are amazing as well. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. Sometimes just doing these builds just takes a lot out of you sometimes, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. But I'm just thinking, you know? And it's thinking man's game. Yeah, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And the YouTube goal reach too. Wow. Thank you very much. 912 people here as well. Guys, we're coming up on 1,000 people here on hanging out today. Looks like we have a pretty good number over on YouTube today, which is awesome. Thank you, all of you. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up our last. This is the last. We only have one more fan kit after this. There you go. Make sure all these are clicked in all the way. Okay, there we go. All that's clicked in. Guess I could have kept that all twisted up, but for now. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Get it wound up real quick so we don't have it drop when we turn around. Okay, and then we're gonna take a quick break because this is like we're in a good spot. We're gonna take a quick break, run through our sponsor real quick, and then we'll come back and finish the build because the build, like here it is, where it is right now. People just tuning in. There's a build as it sits right now. So we've got AIO installed, RAM, motherboard, all that sort of stuff. We got 2 sets of fans installed thus far. We go ahead and quickly keep that from coming. Yeah, this is a fan favorite case for sure. Okay. Gonna keep that from coming up over the corner like it's supposed to. Okay, so there we go. Everything's hidden, looks nice, it looks clean. We are in good shape. Okay. So we'll come back to this in just a few minutes. Just a quick little sponsored bit here, then we'll get back to it. For those of you guys who don't know, welcome to the show. My name is Just Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, but we also build custom keyboards now. We also do tech streams as well. So you can check me out on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for full PC builds like what we're doing today. And then we have Wednesdays, we're doing custom keyboards and gaming. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, we are doing Amazon Live, which is like deal streams and tech deals and tech questions. It's like basically a one-on-one chat, which is a lot of fun. We have a couple giveaways that are happening here on the show. We actually have 3 giveaways. The first one is if we hit 500 likes on the YouTube, which we've already done. So thank you very much, YouTube. You're awesome. We're going to give away a 250 gig NVMe. The other one is down in the bottom corner over there. You'll see that, if we hit 2 level 5 hype trains, which we've hit 1, that was like a 20-minute ordeal. But if we hit 2 level 5 hype trains, we'll also give away another 250 gig NVMe SSD, and that should be coming up here, actually not too far from now, because we kicked off at 120. Yeah, so it actually, no, we have some time. And then lastly, we also, if you look in that bottom corner, you'll see the 75. If we get 100 subs, that becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get 150 subs, it becomes a $150 Newegg gift card. Then we start giving away CPUs, like a 5600X, a 5800X, then a 3060, and so on and so forth. So it's like a celebration. The more subs, the better the giveaway for that. Lastly, for the month of September, we're giving away an RTX 3080. The way that works is if you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, or you're over at if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your free Amazon Prime subscription. In fact, the guy who won in July basically won just off of a single Prime subscription, and they're free. And then you can drop that, and that gets you entered to win. Now, if you want to get extra entries, you can do like what we have had people do, drop gifted subs. That gets you extra entries, 1 per sub, 2 per tier 2 sub, and like 5 per tier 3 sub. And then if you do tier 2 and tier 3 subs for yourself, you get 5 extra entries and 10 extra entries respectively. So that's how you can get in on that. If you want to get your extra entries in, that's how to get some extra entries in. Now, the other thing that we have is for our sponsorship stuff is just a quick couple things. One thing that is always like the most expensive thing when you get finished with a build like this is, of course, getting Windows. You know, Windows in and of itself can cost anything, can cost around 120, 130 bucks. Well, I think if you've been watching YouTube or if you've been watching tech for a while, you'll find that a lot of us end up having companies that we work with that help us with getting deals on these product keys. And so the one that I am partnered with is a company called CDK Deals, and you can see the link down there before. This is their site right here. One second. I'm gonna fix that real quick. It is not supposed to be that. And then we'll put, there's that, and there's that. Okay, so again, CDK Deals, again, and if you look, hey, Gev, thank you very much for your 5 gifted subs. If you do a search here, and let's search for Windows 10 Pro, there it is right there. It's, if you look at the normal price for Windows 10 Pro, and we click on this, I don't know why it's opening a new tab, it would be $118 and basically 4 cents, which is like, you're like, wow, that's a lot of money. But on this site, it's $21.36. Well, the cool thing is if you hit buy now, and this is a global key, if you use the code here, RB20, and hit apply, like that, you can see that the cost has dropped to $17.09, which that is a much more reasonable price for Windows. And on top of that, this does get you a free upgrade to Windows 11. Now, we have literally had thousands of people in the chat who have upgraded and used this product to basically get inexpensive Windows 10 keys. They have a really good customer service. We've also verified with Windows, with Microsoft, these are legit keys. They are one-time use though. So if you want to get one and you're looking to upgrade to Windows, or you want to get rid of that Activate Now, this is a great opportunity and a cheap and less expensive way to do so. Now, the other option that you also have is this right here. Is if you search for Office 365, which is, as a lot of us are getting into school, look at this. You can get, here's 5 devices, and you click on 5 devices. If you want to get 5 devices, the regular price is $234.92. But again, you can get it for $32.65. But if you use your buy now key there, and again, use your code RB20 and hit apply, you've now got it for $25.88, which is literally a little over $7 per machine, or actually it's less than that. It's like $6 or $5 or $6 per machine if you want to basically pick up Office. And this is for multiple machines, etc., which is always really good. So again, great option there. And if you're looking for it, this is a way to do that. So love it, cdkdeals.com. You're seeing the link to there right there. It's really, really good site. We've got a lot of people who've actually used it, and it is legit. It's not going to rip you off. The other thing too is I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know if folks know about this, but if you live in the Southern California area, does anybody live in the Southern California area? If you live in Southern California, one thing that Newegg has now added, and I don't know if people knew this, is same-day shipping or free next-day shipping if you live in SoCal. And so the way that you can basically check is right now you can see I've got my address set up for an address in Southern California, and you'll see this thing where it says delivery day, free next day shipping. If you order before 10:30 a.m. the day of, you can basically see that you can basically see whether you qualify for same day or next day shipping, like you would see right here, which is actually pretty cool. And then the other thing you can do is if you go to, and here's a great one to check, if you go to newegg.io/same day, you can actually see here, and it'll take a little while, but here you see where it says free next day. These are all the items that you can get same day if you live in the Southern California area, of which there are a butt ton. You can see there's over 100 pages of stuff. So as long as you order before 10:30 in the morning, you can get it same day. And if you order post, you'll get it next day, and it's free. So if you live in SoCal, which, I mean, you have a Micro Center, and now you get free same day shipping with Newegg, pretty awesome deal if you're looking for something like that. So worth you going and checking out if you want to do that. So there's that Newegg thing. Now last one, and then we'll get right back to the build. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. This is a huge part of supporting me, so I appreciate you guys sticking by me just for this little intermission. Now if you check out robeytechdeals.com, the one thing that one of the things that we try to do at Robeytech is make your PC building experience cheaper, and the way that we do that is by basically finding deals for tech, for gaming, and all that sort of stuff. So I would recommend bookmarking Robeytech Deals, or you can follow us at Robeytech Deals on Twitter, where basically Tom is spending all of this time to find inexpensive PC parts, and he does a really good job of finding quality stuff. Like we had like a 5950X for just over $700 the other day, and he finds this stuff at like 11 o'clock at night. He's posting it throughout the day, but every stream we curate this stuff here so you guys can do this. Now the one thing I do ask, because there's over 900 people here right now, is this Discover Samsung event. There is a sale going to activate on Monday. There's some sort of ridiculous sale, so if you're looking for a new TV for the holiday, tablets, screens, please just go click on that link right there, that Discover Samsung link. I would just really appreciate it. It does go to support me directly. It costs you nothing. If you just click on that link, that would be a huge help for me. But you click onto that, and then coming Monday, sign up for those deals, because it's the only way to basically get those deals from Samsung is by clicking on that link. So you could pop over robeytechdeals.com. Is Tom here today? I don't know if Tom's watching the stream, but if we can get the link for that over on for the Samsung thing, that would be huge. Yeah, so anyway, click on that link. That would be huge. And going and checking that out, that would be it would be pretty awesome. So yeah, going from there. And then lastly, if you're ever curious about a build, like you're like, hey, Robey, there's a build that we're going to see, like this build or whatever it was, all of that stuff is curated here on the site. So if you go to robeytechdeals.com and then click on stream builds, all of our parts and the cheapest place to get them, whether that's Newegg, Best Buy, Amazon, all of that stuff is here. So if you liked the Trident Royal Z or whatever it was, all of that stuff is also curated on here if you're interested in finding the parts for builds. Let's see what deals he found for the stream today, though. So last part, and then we'll get right back to building. So here are the deals that he thought were cool. And again, this is kind of an interesting time as we're getting ready to go into the holidays for inexpensive stuff. So AData looks like they have an XPG S7 1TB NVMe for less than $100, currently on Best Buy today only. So if you're looking for a less than $100 1TB NVMe, that is a really great deal for 1 terabyte. So I know somebody was saying, hey, I'd love to check out how fast an NVMe for $99. There's a good deal, and it's today only over on Best Buy. And we've used XPG. We actually just used it in our 200p build just not that long, just yesterday. The Seasonic Prime TX750, 750 watt. This is an 80 plus titanium power supply, $147.99. That's really cheap for a titanium power supply. The WinCool Air Duster. I have it right here. I love this thing. So if you're looking for something that is essentially good for cleaning a PC, I found this yesterday on Amazon, and so we had this as part of the Amazon Live deals. This is it right here. It's like a nice little portable thing. Comes across, check this out. And it's like you just hold it, It takes a second. This thing is, it blows so hard. So if you're looking for something to clean out your build, it's USB-C powered, very, very powerful. It comes with multiple adapters, but it's $50 right now on Amazon. And so if you're looking for something just for handling PC maintenance that blows, this is a good option. And I'm not surprised to see you put this on there. But yeah, I ended up picking one of these up. Really happy with it. And so if you're looking for something like that, it's pretty cool. RM850, so one of the really, really great power supply for if you're looking for a 3080 or higher build. RM850X PSU's on sale right now on Newegg for $129.99. Looks like we got Alloy RAM, which I've actually used this a couple of times. This is 3200 megahertz for $63.99 over at Newegg right now. Alloy Blade, so this is their white RAM. I've not used this. It's a pretty attractive looking RAM. 3200 megahertz RAM for $134.99. This is 32 gig kit. So $134 for a 32 gig kit. And it says Blade, which is pretty fancy. HyperCloud 2 gaming headset. We used this yesterday. This is another thing I got from Amazon, checking this out. This headset's really awesome. 7.1 surround sound, works really, just plug and play with PC. It's got a great little adapter for it. You can take the mic off. I ended up changing out my other headset for this one. $69.99, so that's $30 off. So that's 20% off over at Amazon right now. RG Strix Z590E, that's a great board. We've used it a ton of times. $349.99 over at Newegg. Tac Life sit stand desk. Apparently, there you go. You're looking for a good sit stand desk, there you go. And then this is a B550A Pro motherboard. Looks like it also comes with Red Devil RX 6600 XT. Wow, that's a great deal. So looks like, is this for sale now? Holy crap, you can buy this right now. So this is a B550 with an RX 6600 XT. You can buy this without Newegg Shuffle for $644.98. Man, so I mean, if you did that plus like a 5600X, that's like a $1,200 or $1,300 build if you wanted to. So there's actually, if you guys are looking for GPUs, there's a 6600 XT for sale right now on the site. So wow, that is actually a really good snag if you're looking for a board. And again, 6600 XT is on par with a 3060. So there you go. No, obviously you're losing out on DLSS, but you've got FSR and all that sort of stuff. So that's actually a really good deal if you're looking for a GPU and a motherboard, especially at that price. So, okay, guys. Anyway, what did you guys think of the deals? Anything that looked interesting? I'm curious if anybody goes from that. Heck, I wanted some like started a new section called gaming. Holy crap! Yeah. Oh, it's 125 Canadian. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, there's House of Tom. Did you put that link perchance in the channel for the Samsung? If you guys could go, really just would appreciate you guys clicking on the link. That would be huge. I bought that blower thing is awesome. That blower thing is great. So hey, yeah, if you guys could click on the Samsung Discover, just can we get that in each one of the chats? Just click on it. It would be a huge help for us and just shows that we're doing good things here on Robeytech. Okay, let's get back to building. What do we want to do next? Let's get our streamers in. And for those of you guys who stuck around, appreciate it. I know it's a little thing, but no more frozen. Yeah, I like it, Mooney. I'd love to know what you guys think. But I've been pretty impressed with it. Oh, that GPU combo is actually really good. Good find there, Tom. Good find. Yeah, you're paying MSRP for the GPU and you're paying regular price for the Mobo. Did you change what the channel's about? No, I did not. I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube. I'm on both. Okay, so let's get back to the build. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead, just because it's a little easier, I'm gonna go ahead and start hooking up the streamers and just get those pre-wired, because these things have a tendency to be a little bit painful. I'm not gonna do the triple pin, but I can do the 24 pin now. I do both. I stream to all sorts of them. I don't know how many people are on YouTube right now. I mean, there's 827 people watching, so I'd say there was like 300 or 400. Oh, I see what you're saying, Phase Trek. Yeah, I get your point. Your point is that given that you can't get a GPU for that price, it's like essentially like you're getting a free motherboard. Okay. Time to start adding all that RGB awesome in here. Love-hate relationship with these cables. They do look really good. Okay, so there is that. You don't need any of the stuff because it comes with. Okay, let us get our GPU in. See. Unloved homie, but you're here for you haven't missed us turning it on. So you didn't miss all of it. I'm glass count. You know, the sad thing is most of the blue is going to get covered by the really thick GPU we're about to put in. So we'll get a little bit of it at the bottom, but yeah, won't get as much as which would add to that pop. Yeah. Yeah, thick boy is an understatement. Do the other one. There it is. Thick boy GPU with a lot of peeling. Okay. Cam length. Get this out of the way. Well, it's not too heavy, but we haven't put the PSU in yet. Oh. So here is our GPU. Now, some people asked if StockX is a legit place to buy a CPU. This one we actually ended up purchasing off of StockX. So this is like, so yes, you can get legit CPUs off of StockX. Obviously, we paid a little bit over MSRP, not much for this one, but and so StockX, especially for the higher end ones, can be an option if you're willing to pay a little over MSRP. Obviously 3070s, 3080s, those have a tendency to be way over MSRP, 3080 Ti's. 3090s not so much because a lot of people don't really want them. They're pretty high priced, and so they've had a tendency to come down and are a lot more reasonable. But this one I was able to get, I think we ended up paying like 150 over MSRP off of StockX. Can we get a few notches up on the mic volume? Can't hear it normal audio sends. Yeah, sure. I can turn it up. Is that better? Turn it up. Okay, there we go. So here is our, oh, there it is. And this is that ring. Apparently that turns your finger green, but here's the ring that you get. I showed it earlier on in the show. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know it was that low. Here's the, look at, there's that, no, it's not flip you off. There's that beautiful Asus RG white ring that you get with any, it's only with white. It doesn't seem to come with like the normal version of the STRIX, so yeah. Okay, comes with some white fan things. Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. I only have the one ring. Face track. I only have the one ring to rule them all. I have used multiple versions of this GPU, but I only have a white 3070 in inventory for me. So that's the one that I have, but I don't have like a 3090 or anything like that just in inventory. Okay, there's that. Let's not trip over the system. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's a good sound. Ooh, there's that. Ooh, that's good. It's getting all the peels off right now. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, there's that one, that part done. Okay, so we've got all of that undone. Go from there. There we go, right there. There's that. Okay, lots of peels. There we go. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Okay, and there is that. Still peeling. There's just a lot of peels here, guys. There's this one and this one. I told you there's a lot of peels with this card. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there is a peeled and ready, finally, white STRIX GPU. Took some time, but we got there. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's put the card down, the case down. There we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. And like I said, it covers every single bit of the blue. Unfortunately, there's no blue left in this of the thing. By the way, guys, the cooldown is now complete for Hype Train. Let's see if we can get the next Hype Train going. We just hit the second Hype Train, so we can start it now. Thank you very much for all the support. Remember, we want to unlock those other giveaways, and again, all those entries are going to get you extra entries for the GPU giveaway. Okay. There is our white 3090 in. Now let's grab our strimmer, our triple strimmers. Oh, I can do, yeah, you can make the colors blue for sure. I'm just saying that blue that was hidden, that was on the board, is gone. Hey, what's up, Najia? I'm blue, da-boo-dee-da-boo-die. The case, the intake will be at the bottom, or Chaos. There, I just haven't installed them yet. There's gonna be intake fans right here. So that's actually what I'm about to install. It'll have 9 fans. Ugh. Ugh. Let's grab our last 3 AL120 fans. Okay, so there is our there we go. There you go, and I don't care if you watch BR2S, 200S, 2000S, that's fine. Does it? No, it doesn't. Easy. No, not at all. Oh, you're fine. I just want to make sure that we got that link in, that's all. And I know that I didn't know if all of them had the link for that Samsung thing. You're fine. Not at all. Okay, so we're going to be doing intake for this into the off of the bottom. So again, just to put these fans together, really easy. Goes like that. Just make sure they're clicked. There we go. Okay. So there we go. That's that right there. Whoa. Okay. Now we're going to get these mounted in here. Go to cam link. And then this will be blowing directly into the AIO. There we go. I forgot there's something I do need out of that box. So I'll need the fan connections for the There we go. Okay. Let's grab some. Go to top down. There's those last fans. There we go. Okay, let's get that in. Okay, just getting these installed real quick. Oh, you guys can't see the bottom. No, it doesn't, but the streamers actually do help with this. Because they're so, the streamers actually will help with this a bit. Ugh. Okay, there we go. And now what we can do, so that fixes the one person was like, there's not fans at the bottom. Yes, there are going to be, and now you see that they're there. Okay, so now we've got our triple RGB cable here. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Just gonna get this little cable in here. Why are you being so pain in my butt here? There we go. Come on. Fight me all the way here. There we go, finally. There we go. Okay, so now you're gonna have to push that pretty far in. We wanna make sure that the one thing is that the glass can be a little rough on the streamer. There we go. Want to make sure the glass closes, no problem. Okay, so the build from the front is essentially done. That's what the build will look like, pretty much. It's got all 9 fans, all lit up. So that's what the build, this is pretty much what he wanted. So again, one of those idealistic builds that people really, really like. Let's flip this over. Check the bottom fans are exhaust. Son of a biscuit eater. Okay, well, thank you for, yep, you're right. I am just on fire today. Okay, thank you for that, chat. They're supposed to be intake, they're exhaust. That would have been useful. Useless. Thanks, guys. Easy fix, though, because I haven't hooked them up yet. And they'll come out okay still. At least with the stream, at least with these fans, they're easy to switch around. Oh, yep. Completely would have not done what I needed him to do. Okay, there we go. Now they're the right way. Need to put these up. Ugh. There we go. Okay, now they're the right way. Ugh. Now they're the right way. Thanks, chat. Now they're intake. There it is. Oh, did we haven't hit Hype Train yet, guys. We got to get Hype Train kicked off, guys, or we're not going to get that other giveaway. Remember, guys, let's get the Hype Train kicked off. I just realized we haven't hit that yet. And, you know, if we want to do that, we will not do one of the giveaways if we don't get Hype Train. So if you're over at Twitch, just again, remember, we got that 3080 we're giving away as part of September. Drop your free Prime sub. Let's get the Hype Train going. There we go. We got Red Dragon Zombie dropping some bits. Couple more things, guys, and we'll get it activated. Somebody's dropping some, they've got some bits going in there. Need some, get a couple subs, and then it'll activate Hype Train. There we go. One more. Toto the third is giving another. We need one more thing, and then we'll activate Hype Train. Urgh. Okay, so now the build is correct. Oh shoot, the whole thing came out. That's weird. There you go, Filth Pig, giving it in there. Viramax Julius. It's like pulled the actual cable's out of the thing here, which is actually pretty impressive. It's not supposed to do that, but for some reason it did. So I'm fixing here at the top, fixing these. I don't even know how that happened there. Okay, there we go. Level 3 hype train, guys. Let's get it up to level 5. Okay, so we are in good shape here. There's not a lot to actually have to plug in here that we actually haven't already done. We obviously got, there we go. Thank you very much, Sketchy Nudes. Chungus Dude, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you guys for everybody for kicking it off. So here's our last connections here for our fans. That takes care of number 3 in there. Now all of our fans are hooked up, which is great. Okay, now this is gonna get hooked up later. We have to run one cable later. This is all the extra stuff. So I'm gonna get all this cleaned up here, and then we'll add the streamers. Phase Tech, thank you very much for the 1 gifted sub, guys. We're there. Most versions of this case I've seen have these fans, side fans going in the other direction. So I have over here, I have a chart that shows like all the different GPU temps. Again, what we're doing is the ideal ones that we have seen is we have intake on the side and on the bottom. Basically, the bottom intake gives you the most amount of air for your GPU. The side intake gives additional air for the top AIO. A lot of people and why you've seen it the other way is that a lot of people will actually side mount their AIO, which it's no different than front mounting. Again, top mounting is usually your best for your pump resilience and stuff like that. So if you can top mount a pump, if you side mount it, you could do those the way that you're typically seeing, where you basically have exhaust, and then you'll have intake and intake on the top and the bottom, which is why you've seen most cases that way. So again, it's just I'm doing a little bit of a different option for the PSU and for the AIO, just to for better pump resilience. That's all. But you can do it the other way. It's, you know, it could be an issue, it could not be an issue. It really depends. So this is going to go down here. Going to have it kind of down and out of the way. I'm going to go ahead, just to kind of make things better, I'm going to go ahead and put our PSU in because it's huge, and I want to see how much room I have for basically cable management, and then we'll go from there. So level 5, Jay Blue Eyes, thank you for the gifted sub. Jake 07615, Tauntaun the Third, thank you very much. Good Now dropping 2 gifted subs as well. We are at 44%, guys, and climbing. Ugh. This is a big boy PSU, so that's why I want to get it in now versus waiting. Ugh. At the last bit of this whole thing. Okay, getting all of our power supply stuff out. There's our big, thick PSU cable. Of course, our PSU screws. Okay, and then of course our PSU as well. 64%, we're getting close, guys. Not one sub away from the $100 New A gift card. So unlocking that last gift card. We're one sub away, guys. Motocross unlocking that last giveaway. There we are, 100. On our way towards the 150 now. There we go. Next goal is up, guys. Let's see how this smells, though. I don't think I've smelled a G+. 1 minute left, guys. We're 25% away from unlocking this last thing. Oh, I'm glad, Jonathan. Oh, there we go. Woo. Thank you for all those follows, guys. 1 minute. Ugh. Woo, that one's not bad, actually. That one actually doesn't smell as bad as most of the other ones. There, Jason getting with Prime as well, taking us to 101. On our way towards 150 now. 1 minute, 24 seconds left, guys. Real Cleat trying to drop 100, not trying, did drop 100 bits. He didn't try to. He actually did drop 100 bits. 50 seconds, guys. We're gonna need somebody to come in clutch. We're at the very end. There, Skyrim fan, there he does. Sky, yeah, thank you very much. Sky, I'm a fan. Thank you very much for that. There, thank you, guys. And there it is, level 5. Woo, there's some close calls, this one. And that does that. So that means we've unlocked all the giveaways today, guys. Okay, so let's go to the top down here. Let's get all of our connections that we need. We need one. We'll need two. That's Molex. What else is on here? Okay, what do we got? This is CPU. We'll need one of those. That one we won't need. Molex. The Molex. Ew. Everybody say Molex. Ew. Or Chaos, thank you very much as well, my friend. Buzz, that's retail price, yes. That's a 3090, dude. Okay, there's our PSU right there. I mean, our motherboard. Getting to the end, guys. We got some cable management to deal with, but nothing crazy. Okay, so VGA. I hope I have. Do I have some? I hope I have some non-stuck together ones. Okay, here's SATA. There's one. All I need is that one. I'll do it for the two things I care about. The rest of these I do not need. Okay, let's restart the music. Let's restart the music. That's the only way I wanted this. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is the last one. I'm hoping most of these are like individual because I like the individual ones better. There we go, 3 individual. Yay, 3 individual PCI VGA. Cool. There we go. Okay, put this away. I've got all my cables now. Last cables of the build. Okay. There we go. And then we have peripheral 1, which is our VGA or SATA. And then we've got 3 VGAs here. Okay, so there we go. And wow, see, that's what I'm talking. You always want to hook this up to kind of see how much room you end up having in this, because it's just like you'll be surprised, especially with really big PSUs, how much room you find out you don't really have with your in your build, you know? That is huge. Yeah, it's a big PSU, but it's 1,000 watts, baby. 1,000 watts of power. Okay, now we can start getting everything plugged in. Last kind of screws of the build in terms of screwing in the major components, but now all of the components are now in. This is just the normal dynamic. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is work on getting all of our cables in, and then we'll get everything else. So now that I've got this in, I can figure out where all this other stuff is going to go. And it's more like in the o11, kind of the goal I'm looking for more than anything is just to get things just bunched up and clean is more my focus here. So there we go. Because then you'll have all the big cables kind of stacked on top here. And then it kind of goes together pretty easily. And if you do a good job with the top cable management, it ends up looking pretty clean underneath. But right now I just want to get this box kind of squared. Okay, so there's that. Now, what I want to do is make it easy to control. This is going to get hooked up later, so I'm going to go ahead and run this down. This is going to run down here. That's going to get hooked up later. Okay, that's down there so I can hook it up later. Okay, this SATA, just want to make sure I have all the power plugs out that I don't want. I'm going to create like an S for these other like miniature things that, okay, so this. Okay, so we're just gonna get this zipped up. Thank you guys for all the chatting and everything. Just the little closing parts as I prep to turn this bad boy on. There we go. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then what I really care about here is just making sure things down here are taut. So it's just about, the last bit is just about getting this little kind of like spine down at the bottom. Now most of this will get covered up, but it's just like, it's knowing that you're layering nicely. The layering is just to help keep things clean. So as you need to find stuff, it's easier to do that. You're like, oh, this belongs to this belongs to this. That's really what I'm doing here. Instead of just opening this up and feeling like a rat's nest of wires. There we go. Okay. That'll be covered up here in a minute. Okay. That's going to get hooked up here in just a few. Let's grab our control box for our Lian, our streamers. Okay, so this has got 2 connections here. VGA, motherboard, and then we have our SATA. And again, I don't want to make this too big. I'm just going to keep this tight. Take one of these little squares here. And what I'm doing right here is so I can easily get to the button push. Okay. Now I can change colors there really easily. And that's going to go over there. Come on, stay. Okay, so now what I can do is I'm going to grab my grab this. There's that. And this. This is where we just start covering things up to make it look nicer. Go. And what I want is that we're going to have a cover that's going to go over this whole thing, obviously, that covers the whole case in the back. But I just want to make it easy to find this stuff. So she's like, oh, I need to change the Lian or whatever it was. Like all that stuff is just here and ready for that. There we go. There we go. Okay, next up is our CPU. Same deal here. There we go. Okay. Next up is GPU. we go. And one more. Okay. We go. Okay, GPU. Last cable. Right here. Go. Move that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, nice, clean bunches. There you go. You have like nice, clean bunches now. Everything's nice and, you know, kept. Everything's plugged in. We can still change the stuff. And that looks good. You get more options with this than you do using the RGB headers. So you actually get less options if you don't use the RGB header, if you use the RGB headers. So you actually can do more with the controller fan than you can with using the header. Needs one big zip tie. I mean, like right here in like the center, you mean? You could just like do it all together. You could do like one big one right there, I guess, and then one in the center. Like just, you mean like a clump one right here? Yeah. I will do it for you, because I agree. One right there. There's a slot right here for the air for the PSU. There you go. How's that? Okay. Okay, now let's grab our, this is always my favorite part. All the cables disappear. You can see why I covered them the way I did. Now it looks very nice and clean. Yep, almost time for the post. And again, you can get to the buttons here really easily. Okay. Build looks good, clean. Looks nice. Okay. Get this flipped over. Okay. Getting ready for the post. Just getting my workstation cleaned up so I know that I'm not missing anything. So like I do this because like sometimes you miss a wire, or you're like, if you put it all away, then you know you've hooked everything up, you know? So that way you're like, oh yeah, I did not miss anything because I literally cleaned it all up. Or, oh, I forgot this cable or whatever it was, but I don't have anything like that. When you do this, you didn't miss anything. Oh, it's gonna be hefty. Okay, here we go, cam link. Things should look good in the front. There's your build. Okay, now let's go ahead and see if it works. The moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. There we go. There we go. And one more. There it is. Okay. The build is ready. The lights are ready. Let's go to mood mode. Time to activate mood mode. I'm iced up. Let's activate mood mode. There we go. Mood mode is activated. And there it is. Boom. That is a lot of lights. That looks great. Okay, let's change. Hold on one sec. There it goes. We're getting to the right color now. There we go, with a little bit of white. Turn that light bright. There you go, brightness down. There we go. I think you also have like a think it's this one. There you go. There we go. There's the RGB. Let's make it all RGB. What do you guys say? I think white. There we go. Okay, build is there. Oh, it is posted, by the way. So there it is. Not only that, but it's also posted. And so it is post as well. So and there it is. Yeah, we have about 1,000 viewers on. We're over 1,000 people right now. So there it is. Post is there. You guys think rainbow? Okay, I'll make it rainbow. There you go. And there is the build. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna put most of the stuff back on it. I'm just gonna put the back and the top on, so that way it's like the since we're not gonna play with the covers anymore. Oh, I forgot to put this back on. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll put it on side and start our giveaways. Cover the back there. There we go. Put that later. Now you can't see like through it and stuff like that. So, and this just goes on there just temporarily. And there is our build. It came out really good. Oh yeah, I have this. Yeah, if I use like the B550, you mean the B550 NZXT board? Okay, so let's put it over here on the side, and then we'll start our giveaways. I like the back; like it's got the nice clean back to the back here too. Okay, let's get this off to the side here so you guys can get a nice clean view of it. Ugh. It's set up in the side camera so you guys can get a view while we get the giveaways going here. There you go, nice, clean. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna start our giveaways now. First giveaway is going to be two 250 gig NVMe SSDs. So there's all your lights right there. There's a full build for you. So there you go. And there's that crystal RAM. Okay, so first giveaway is for a 250 gig NVMe SSD. Time commands. Okay, so this entry for this is going to be exclamation point community. Exclamation point community. Two 250 gig NVMe's up for grabs. Starting those right now. Starting the giveaway right now. 2 minutes, guys. Build looks super good. Looks so pretty. Uh, 49 seconds left, guys. 49 seconds left. Okay. Okay, picking our winners in just a few minutes. 7 seconds left, guys. Thank you for all the resubs, guys. This case does not have a light strip. That's the XL. This one doesn't have a light strip like that. Yeah, there's no light strip on this one. Okay, guys, congratulations to Kutzer6 and Jake o11. Kutzer6 and J07615. Congratulations, you guys. You are the winners of the giveaway. Now, you guys are the winners of the 250 gig NVMe. Now we're about to do the last giveaway in just a few seconds. It's going to be for a $100 Newegg gift card. Remember, guys, for the month of September, we're giving away an RTX 3080. So we're going to be giving away an RTX 3080 to one lucky subscriber over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. So if you want to get in on that, twitch.tv/Robeytech. If you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Drop your free Amazon Prime subscription. The guy who won in July actually won a 3080 Ti off of a Prime subscription. So drop your free Prime sub. If you want to get extra entries, again, you can donate gift subs like you've seen so many people do, or subscribing at tier 2 and tier 3 get you 5 and 10 extra entries respectively. Okay, we're going to do that last, just to go through the rest of the week. We'll do that here in a minute. We are going to be rating somebody. I don't know whom yet. We are going to be rating somebody at the end. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around for a follow or just a hi afterwards, that would be super amazing. Last one is for a $100 Newegg gift card. $100 Newegg gift card. We're going to be !Newegg now. !Newegg now is going to be the entry for that, and it's going to be running for 2 minutes. So and that's for a $100 Newegg gift card, and that giveaway is starting right now. Starting that giveaway right now, guys. And while that runs, we'll let you guys look at the PC a little bit more. Okay, we'll put the glass on so you guys can see it with the glass. Oopsie. There we go. There's that one. I feel like, I think I peeled. And there you go, with the glass. Oh, we got our winner already. Oh, okay. That went faster than I thought. So congratulations to Jason Martell. Jason Martell over on YouTube, congratulations. You are the winner of the $100 Newegg gift card. Okay, so just going through the week. So we are back on Monday for another commission build. We're going to be doing a Corsair 5000D build. So that's going to be happening on Monday. And then Wednesday, we're going to be looking at a brand new case, another Arctic case. So we're going to be doing another Arctic build from the fine folks over at Thermaltake. So we've got the Thermaltake that we're going to be showing off. And then Friday, I think we also, Saturday, I think we're going to be doing another new build. I think it's a Samsung Odyssey. We finally are going to do a case inside of this, a build inside of the Samsung Odyssey. So we've had that for a while, and I know some people wanted to see that build. And then also don't forget, on Tuesday we have Amazon Live. Wednesday we have games and custom keyboards. And then again, Thursday we have the build, and then Friday is the stream. And again, you can always check that out, robeytech.com/schedule. Robeytech. Twitch.tv/robeytech/schedule has all of the up-to-date information. We're going to be also going to be posting, I think this week, we're going to be posting to social when all of that stuff happens now that we have so many shows. So I super appreciate all of you guys tuning in and checking all of that stuff out. Let's find out who we're going to raid. Outside of that, guys, thank you for tuning in on this beautiful, well, not beautiful here. It's been a rainy, gnarly day here, but on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. And let's see who we're going to raid today and go from that. So let's raid. Let's raid Artisan Builds. So this is a company that basically does PC builds. You can order them from them if you want to check it out. So they look like they're building an H510 with a 10700K. So we're going to go and raid them. So enjoy some more PC building, guys, and we will see you on Monday. Bye, guys.